Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be
third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
It's third down and 8 yards to go.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
7 sacks in this game thus far.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out comes Washington here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So often catch the ball downfield, but occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Antonio Gibson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way from Seahawk territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe defend.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the foot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And gotten the 2. That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
And 13.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here and return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you, Pop.
On first down, Smith. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Line and incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? 6 man.
To throw again, Smith. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day, baby, all day. Hey, check Mike 50.
On 4th down, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got to bring him down at the 28-yard line. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Particulars for birds, such a force of nature. I don't want focusing on me.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have...
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he... He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington has retaken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Trailing.
And teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touch. See playoff race time. We give you a look at what's going on there. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw again is Wilson, being chased out left. His throw in.
Team is gone.
Incomplete.
With a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Wide open and drop it.
For the field goal.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
That ties the game at 30 all.
Firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington takes over.
It's at the line and ready to roll. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 50.
There, they came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, it's Gibson. And they will only muster a yard here.
Hold the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Stop here, D. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Drop D, drop D.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind.
Tighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike's 54.
Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
On 40.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he's able to put it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lockett the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 29-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
53, check 53.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to... They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Short throw to Dissly. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Short throw to Dissly. 4 yards.
I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away. Mitch knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Wilson's pass.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down.
Wilson on the keeper.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your head, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. Sit on this one. It's a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
56, Mike, 56, Mike.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Smith's pass.
5 yards on the kick.
Your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on.
Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Smith on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Conley has taken the lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Block at the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st
It's now getting set to go again. So the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. The other big play in the passing game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 times. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So fresh out of the... They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a big play there for scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Washington about to close this one out as they are... goes Smith, and that should all do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
37.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another home.